Dímelo mi gente, Marco here in another video, and today we're going to be talking about the second mayoral candidate, and that is going to be Andrew Cuomo. He's running as an independent in the New York City mayoral race. He's running against Zoran Mamdani and Curtis Sliwa. I just want to talk about real quick. We already talked about Zoran last video and kind of what I want him to do, as I think he is going to win ultimately. Curtis Sliwa currently does not have a stance, and he's actually been really critical of Andrew Cuomo and kind of him dealing. He was one of the lawyers for the OKX probe that happened, that they had to pay huge amounts of fines. So he's actually been very critical. So I'm not really going to go over too much of what Curtis Sliwa is planning to do, but we are going to be talking about Andrew Cuomo. So what he wants to do is he wants to have a chief innovative officer. Think about this, someone like David Sachs, he's a crypto czar for the White House right now, at least in AI and crypto. So basically, Andrew Cuomo wants to do the same. So he wants, and this is what is tasked right of them, they want to build and support emerging tech ecosystem across the 5 boroughs, attracting investment, jobs, and high-growing industries, breaking silos and coordinating the city's agencies such as Office of Technology and Innovation and NYC EDC, and doing and apply artificial intelligence and other innovative industries to ensure programs and funding streams are leveraged with maximum efficiency, and helping New York City's government adopt and deploy new technology to deliver smarter, faster, and more transparent public services. And last but not least, coordinating with businesses, labor, academia, and community groups to ensure innovative benefits for all New Yorkers. And this sounds all great and fine, right? But if you do remember, there was, I think, Andrew Cuomo hired someone like this for the MTA, and there was like a huge controversy, right? This person was allowed to work from home in Maryland, I think it was, and soon after, Andrew Cuomo had to resign, he basically got fired. So this sounds amazing, right? This sounds really, really good, but it really depends who they are hiring, right? It depends who they are hiring. If this person is going to be in New York, if this person has experience in both AI and in crypto, right? I think these are two separate things, right? You could be a master in AI, but don't know about crypto, or you could be a master in crypto and don't know about AI, right? I feel this has to be two different positions, but that's just me, right? And they also want to have like a council, an innovative council composed of leaders from 3 emerging tech fields. The council will remain active to advise the CIO to help with policy development, industry standards, and consumer protections, while ensuring innovative in balance with responsibility and sustainability. So the council will be comprised of artificial intelligence, responsible for AI adoption and building the city's emerging AI research and workforce pipeline, biotech, and crypto and blockchain. So actually, there also is going to be a council, and there was already a council, right? I think it was in 2017 or 2019 that there was a law that was signed to kind of have like a crypto council or a blockchain council here in New York. I think Joseph Lubin was there and some other people, but it never really got to fruition because, as you know, he had to resign. So we didn't really see how the tech council was going to be. And kind of what I wanted to make mention of is kind of how like the mixed reviews from really industry leaders, right? The first one is from MoonPay. So this is the MoonPay president and New Yorker Keith Grossman. He believes Cuomo is simply the best compared with the controversial Mamdani, whose socialist views many fear could destroy the city. I personally don't think the city is going to be destroyed. Like I mentioned in a lot of videos, I am in New York, I am in Harlem, and it really, man, if you are in New York or are in Harlem, you see how the city is. There's a lot of homelessness. There's a lot of people that, people feel unsafe. So I don't think the city could get destroyed more, hopefully not, right? Hopefully not. But, that's not the only person. So Tomas Pasha, he's a founder of New York City's Bitcoin bar Pubkey. He says Cuomo's crypto support falls short. He's run the single most incompetent campaign since Hillary in 2016. We invited him to Pubkey before the primary, and he or his team ignored us. At best, it is too little, too late. So this is kind of my stance, right? This is all the news that is happening, right? I think Innovate New York also endorsed him. I think it's a little bit too little, too late, right? This should have been brought up when you were campaigning. These questions should have been brought up, right? In the in the debates. I saw both debates. They were okay, right? They, for the most part, it was just who's socialist, who's capitalist, who's for Iraq, who's for not Iraq, Israel, who's for Palestine. So really, none of these, crypto or blockchain AI was really taken into account for a long period of time, right? These questions weren't really asked. So I just hope if Cuomo is elected, the council is pretty good, is selected with great, amazing people, and the chief innovative officer is also someone that is knowledgeable in both fields, right? It's really hard to be knowledgeable in crypto, especially because there's so much happening, right? There's so much innovation on both ends at every single step of the way. So yeah, hopefully they are good people who get hired from whoever wins, Silva, Mamdani, or Cuomo. Anyways, intrigued your thoughts. Please let me know what you think of the video. As always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. The computer should get here in not next week, but the following. I know it really sucks being from my phone. Sorry about that. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all the love and support.